we work in, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes people are successful and some people, they don't succeed because either they put off the correct interventions for too long,
Yep.
or they never got started, right?
Right.
They're just standing at the starting line, like
going, I know I need to do something, but I can't move.
Yeah.
We tend to see families who are already in crisis. We get phone calls from family members, or I can't do this anymore.
Right.
I'm gonna have to put her somewhere because I just can't do this anymore. I'm exhausted. I can't go to my functions. I can't see my kids. I can't go to work. It's this whole list of I can'ts.
Right.
And they're already full and they're already tired.
Yeah.
And they feel defeated. And it's like, hey, hold on, with the right support, you can go do all those things. Your loved one can be safe and you can take a breath.
Yeah.
But we're not having those conversations early enough to be able to support them. It's after the fall, it's after the hospitalization, it's after the crisis. And it's like, but wait, there are things here that we can help kind of support you and put in place. You just have to ask the right questions.
Yeah, I think the hallmark of that is that we have to normalize talking about aging, right?
And we don't.
Instead of just acting like, okay, I'm going to get old, and then at some point somebody's going to be like, you're old, and now I get to do all the old things, right?
Right.
It doesn't work like that, because if you don't communicate with your family like what your wishes are, or like if you don't have your stuff in order, right? Like, and you hit the nail on the head. Everybody calls you when they're in a moment of crisis because they've already done enough of it, right?
And maybe not enough of it in the right order.
Right.
What's really hard is when we see a family member that has done their very best. They've done everything they know to do, but the truth is they don't know what they don't know.
Right.
And this is their first time doing this. This is the first time they've had to care for someone at this place and time. And this is literally what we're experts in. This is literally what we do for a living.
Yeah.
This is our calling. This is our joy.
This is all we do.
Right? This is all we do.
Yeah.
And they look at me like I'm crazy because I love it.
Yeah.
I want, tag me in. Please, we can help.
So what's this is completely off topic. I still have 2 more questions. We're going to cut this in later. No, I love it. So what is the suction cup grab bar for your, like, for me, the suction cup grab bar.
It's the death trap. It's false. Right.
So for me, the suction cup grab bar is the thing that everybody thinks the first thing that they need when they're getting older, but it fails them miserably. So in your field, what is the suction cup grab bar for you?
It is, my friend is going to help mom.
Or mom has a neighbor. Yeah.
And
probably the same age.
Bless the friends, bless the neighbors.
Yeah.
But if they're the same age, they're probably facing the same problems.
Yeah.
And now we have 2 unsteady people,
right,
like little leaning towers of Pisa trying to hold each other up.
Yeah.
And when one falls,
you get a 2 for 1.
Oh my gosh. Or I hear often, well, mom said she can take care of dad. Mom's taking care of dad. And I'm like, and mom wants to take care of dad because that's her partner. That's her life partner. Yeah. It's her heart work.
Right.
But who's taking care of mom?
Right.
And mom's not going to tell daughter or son I'm struggling because she's still mom.
And they miss appointments. I think I read a study one time that a spousal caregiver misses the equivalent of 6 years of doctor's appointments.
Yep.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
That's terrible at an age where things are declining algorithmically faster, right? Like, we can't miss 6 years of appointments. I'm 47, not quite 48.
And we're not missing appointments.
And I'm not missing an appointment for 6 years, right?
No.
I could end up with an extra arm growing out of my head, or who knows.
So valve in the heart goes bad.
Exactly.
COPD expand. Like, we need our appointments, and they don't. Or the family that says, "Oh, she just has a little bit of memory loss.
Yeah,
she's just forgetful sometimes." Like, but there are probably executive function things that are starting to fail.
Missing. Yeah.
And your parents are hiding it because they're a team.
Right.
And their team don't let the kids know anything is wrong because we don't want to worry the kids.
Right.
And then by the time the kids come from out of state to visit, it's
train wreck.
There's a train wreck.
Yeah.
And you're going, well, I didn't know. Or the conversations are getting shorter on the phone because with dementia, social chit chat remains. Period. Yeah. We can do automatic social chit chat. Hey, how are you? I'm doing fine. How's the weather? Weather's great.
Right,
How was church? Church is fine. Did you eat today? I did. It was delicious. Ask deeper, more complex.
What did you eat? Who did you talk to at church? What was the sermon today?
When you start asking just a little bit more complex questions, you're either going to get, I don't have time to talk to you right now. I'll call you later. Click.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Or why are you being so nosy?
Yeah.
You know, you're going to get resistance and pushback. And when you get that, come put eyes on.
Yeah.
Come check in.
Yeah.
Come spend not 2 days, because everybody can act right for 2 days. That doctor's appointment, when they're on their best behavior, they can do it. Stay a little longer.
Yeah.
Dig a little deeper.
And that'll give you a real good insight into where they're at.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then if you're not a professional caregiver or somebody who works with patients, then the best thing to do is to find an agency that can help with those things. Is Senior Helpers nationwide?
We are.
Okay.
We're a franchise. We have 306 offices nationwide, 2 in Australia.
Wow.
Some in Canada now. It's
nice.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. Welcome back for the 5th segment of Senior 7 Minutes for Seniors. I know where I am and I know what I'm doing. I'm Chris Wilson. This is Jennifer Schwarz with Senior Helpers. We are in our final segment of 7 Minutes for Seniors. Last 2, these are a little bit deeper questions.
Okay.
Who would you want to meet both personally and professionally? They can be 2 completely different people.
Who would I like to meet personally and professionally? Personally, do they have to be alive or dead?
It's up to you.
It's up to me.
I'm asking the question. You set the parameters.
I want to meet Mother Teresa. I
Wow.
want to see what made her so humble.
Do you think it's tangible?
I think in today's society, to be that selfless is hard.
Yeah.
I think you have to really work at it. So, and if you're really working at something, is it natural?
Yeah.
So, like, I would love to understand, because I want to understand why people are the way they are. I love it. And then professionally, you know, I just want to be with the people who are working towards finding the cure for dementia and Alzheimer's. Okay. Like, if I could just go see what that training looks like, if I can go see, you know, what they're doing as far as modalities, not just medicine, because medicine is, I don't think there's a magic pill.
Right.
But what can we do to support people better?
Right.
So if there are subject matter experts out there like Teepa Snow, I've gone to a couple of her conferences, but to like really spend some time with her would probably be the biggest check mark in my book. Like, I want to go be her for a year, not for a day.
I don't want to be her when she was in the process of discovery professionly, not now that she knows everything.
I want to see how, like, what was her aha moment? Like, what made her go, we can do better.
Right.
That's what I love. I want to see people when the spark is happening.
Yeah.
What ignited them? What put them on that path?
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. All right. And where are you personally or professionally, however you choose to answer this, where are you in 5 years?
In 5 years, I am majority owner of Senior Helpers.
Okay.
I am happy and home with my husband.
Right.
You know, he's back. He's not going again. And I'm raising a teenager. So for those of you in 5 years, remember me and pray.
15.
Yes, 15.
Learner's permit.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm in crisis in 5 years, Chris.
So I am there right now. We have our 24-year-old who has been visually impaired her entire life, just got an incredible set of glasses from Dr. Jordan at Brooks Low Vision Institute that brought her threshold down below 20/70, which means that she's no longer considered to be too visually impaired to operate a motor vehicle. So we have a 24-year-old going to get her learner's permit.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know how strong-willed you were at 24, right?
Yeah. I'm taking over the world.
Yeah. So she's convinced, love you, Paige. She's convinced that she's going to take 5 training classes, 5 driver's education classes, and then be ready to take that test. I said, sure, if you're going to stay on 2-lane streets.
We're not merging on the interstate.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the only way to get anywhere in Jacksonville is to get on the death roads, right? Yeah. Okay. So you make it through the 15-year-old driver. Where are you in 10 years?
In 10 years, I am probably a caregiver for my mom in 10 years. Okay. She's 71. So, you know, kind of looking at, So right now my mom is the baby at 71 and my grandmother,
here locally?
She's in Miami.
Oh boy. Okay.
And she's helping take care of my grandma who's 104 at the end of this month.
Holy moly.
So my mom is the youngest at 71. My grandma's 104.
Yeah.
And there are 5 other people in this timeline.
Oh boy.
So I'm a caregiver.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out how to convince all of them to move up here, to be closer to me. And they're going, no, we're fine. Yeah. I'm going, but you're not.
Yeah. It's amazing. We do what we do. And it's kind of like the mechanic with the car that always breaks down, you know. Yeah.
The long guy that doesn't cut his own grass.
Yeah. That's us. I've got my parents live in a very small house in Pennsylvania, and my mom actually said the words, "The house is too small for me to fall."
Gravity always wins.
She's convinced that the everything is so close that she can't possibly
fall. She's
a
furniture surfer.
And she doesn't have suction cups for fingers, so you know.
She's got great core stability, and she's not going anywhere.
As a diabetic with gastroparesis and all kinds of problems.
She's not falling.
No. So I feel you. I feel you. And it's crazy to be so intuitive about your situation, to know that in 10 years, like, that's what you're going to be doing for your mom.
I am. You know, she's here. And that's what I want.
Maybe she's bringing a 114-year-old up here
too. Man.
Is she a feisty Dominican lady?
She is, she is in charge. She is the boss.
Yeah.
You know, she absolutely still runs the roost. She knows, awesome. You know, where we're all supposed to be, what we're all supposed to be doing at all times.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. Well, I really enjoyed this. This has been fun getting to do this. I think this is the most fun that I've had yet.
Love it.
So I really appreciate you. One more time, tell them how they can reach you.
So Jennifer Schwarz, Senior Helpers, 904-779-5515, www.seniorhelpers.com/West Jacksonville.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you. You always give the best. I appreciate you. All right. Excellent.
Nailed it.
Yep.